Now let's start discussing PySpark SQL data frame example step. In this, first I'm going to create a data frame by loading the CSV file and applying DSL queries. So here in this example, I'm going to show you only DSL queries. So uh, let me discuss them. So first important point in PySpark SQL, before PySpark 2.x, first we need to create a Spark context. From Spark context, we need to create a SQL context. Once SQL context is created, create a data frame. Before PySpark 2.x. From PySpark 2.x, they invented Spark session. Then you can create a Spark data frame directly from Spark session, or you can get SQL context and then you can create a data frame. So if you are working from PySpark 2.x, recommended is Spark session. So let me show you one example. I have a EMP dataset. I have under C drive, under PySpark, I have emp.csv file. emp.csv file. This emp.csv file, this emp.csv file contain 11 rows, 11 rows and one header. Okay. I am going to create a data frame for this file thing. Let's say here we use logic called spark.read.format. Here we specify file format. We can specify if it is CSV, you can say CSV. If it is JSON, you can say JSON. If it is XML, you can specify the file format. First one, we create a data frame. Spark.read.format, file format, file location. File location. It will create a data frame. Once a data frame is created, you can apply DSL queries. First point, I want to know table schema in RDBMS SQL style. Someone tell me how we can see table schema. Describe table name, right? Here we have a function called empdf.print schema. Is a predefined function. Shift enter. You can see column names. But here my header column names are different. But here we are seeing default column names. The reason we are going to see in next example, I want to print data of all rows and all columns. How we can print? Using select to query in RDBMS. Here we can use select function. Let's say empdf.select function, and you can say star, and you want to display output on a console. There is a function called show. Shift enter. You can see all rows. If you observe here, our header also treated as a row. Yes or no? Header also treated as a row. That's why if you see all column data type, it is taking by default as string type. Then how we can say to Spark, hey Spark, my file contain a header. We have to intimate a Spark. Hey Spark, my input file contain header. So input files may contain header, may not contain header. So that's why it is taking default with all data as a rows. So that's why it is giving default column names. So we want to intimate for that one, we add one more additional function in creating a data frame. Here, while creating a data frame, there is one more function called dot option. Here we can say header equal to true. I'm saying option header equal to true. Then I want to intimate Spark also read sample data, identify the data type. Then we have another function dot option infer schema. True. What happened with this statement is it will consider first row as a header row. Next, it will take a sample data, identifies data type for each column. Then execute this one. Now emp df dot print schema. See, this time header is treated as first row is treated as header and identified data types automatically because of infer schema. Now emp df dot select then star then uh, dot show. See, this time it is printing only data of your table and columns separately. Now I want to display only few columns. emp df dot select. I want to only ename and sal show. I want only two columns. We have to put in double quotes. You can see. I want only gender. I want only gender. Let me add this one. I want only gender male. Where function gender equal to male. I want only female. Where gender equal to female. I want to salary greater than 20,000. You can write any conditions. Only male records. Only female records. Only salary greater than 20,000.